So I've been working on this guide rail system for the newest chamber. I wanted to kind of walk through the concept so you have a chance to kind of think about it a little bit. So the first piece here, this is built up just like the previous chambers. You have a gasket going on and a kind of a PC board material here to seal off the area. I've modified that gasket to fit around our new guide rails that are attached to the extender board. And so I'm trying to operate off of the existing PIM studs that are there. So the first step was, I think it's a 5/16 or 3/16 inch thick. Yeah, 3/16 of an inch, so 0.188 inch thick plate. Probably made from a Teflon or an FR4, something that's going to insulate. And it's got slots on the side that align with the existing PIM studs that will allow us to just put one single kept nut on that PIM stud and adjust this plate up and down depending upon the necessary alignment. So that's the first piece. The second step would be a block going in here, and I think we can make this from aluminum because we're going to insulate there. We've got almost 1/8 of an inch clearance here in between this sidewall and this pin, more than 1/8 of an inch, 0.168 inches. So you're not going to see any contact there. And so these would be put together beforehand. You would have a flathead screw coming through the back side of this piece and holding this. So you would build this on the table with the slot on this aligning with the slot on this. And so really this would all go into the chamber together. You would slide a feed-through card or you would attach a feed-through card to the back plane on the other side and then slide this on and lock it into position on the vertical so as to hit the alignment on the feed. And then the last piece would be another component here. Once again, probably I think we can do an aluminum piece again just for strength's sake because this is what's going to really hold the cards in and keep them from being pulled out. And so the idea here is we have to remember that on the inside we're not going to pull an extender board, we're just going to want to pull an individual slot. And so we're not going to have access to just pull this entire cover piece out. So we need to be able to loosen this cover piece and essentially slide it to the side in place without the hardware coming all the way out because I don't want to lose hardware inside the chamber wall. But essentially we can just back the hardware off a little bit and slide this to the side. So the way this is set up is we have these slotted holes here, and if I go to a kind of a transparent view, you can see that I've got a section of the board that is covered here. I want to say that is about 1/4 of an inch. Let's see if I can grab a dimension on it or not. Looks like I can grab it right there. So from there to right here, 0.15 inches. So 0.15, the board is being locked into place when this is fully slid over. Now, what you do when you want to release a board is you have to access these holes, which means you're going to have to pull basically an opening at a couple of different spots. So you're not just going to pull the first plate. You're going to have to pull a couple of different plates. But then what you would do is this board slides over in that slot. You leave your hardware in place, and then you're open to pull any extender board out. What we can do with this is we could break this into two pieces, do a mirrored component so that if I was to want to replace, say, this extender board, I'm only having to pull 2 other extender boards off or cover plates off. And in reality, we might even be able to set it up to where you don't have to pull those cover plates off, where you can just stick a screwdriver through the gasket to hit that screw. But that was my thought, to try to create something that is going to provide the guide that we need for the blind plug, but at the same point is also going to be able to provide something to keep the boards from pulling out when removing the burn-in board. So you'd slide that over into place, lock those in, and then those extender boards aren't coming out. So like I said, I think we can do this from like a FR4 Teflon material, something like that, and then do aluminum here. And, pretty simple, but I think it's a good start as to how we want to go about putting this all together. So take a look at this when you get a chance. Let me know.